she was also bahadur. उनको कुछ क्यों नहीं मिला?
You are expelled!
मैं पापा के ड्रीम्स फुलफिल नहीं कर पाई हूँ.
You're okay?
I have decided.
Decided what?
I'm joining the Indian Army.
Mr. Kher, Shubhangi, thank you so much for talking to India today. Your film is all set for release, and all that I've been watching on social media of the rave reviews, it is already getting. You've been touring with the film all around, and I think every section of audience has responded to the film very positively. How do you feel about it, and are you excited that box office release is now close?
So I'm not thinking of the box office. There was a very beautiful line that I had read and I followed that journey is much more important than destination. And the journey of this film couldn't have been better than this. From the day we started of thinking of this film, to the whole process of writing this film, creating the music of the film, shooting of this film, post-production of the film, then touring with the film to Cannes and to London and to Houston, Austin and New York, Robert De Niro in New York, then our NDA, National Defense Academy, then Southern Command, today for the Army Chief and Army, and tomorrow for the Honorable President. I think no film has, I would like to say, that has reached a peak before the box office we can think about.
Yeah.
It is important, but I think we have achieved much more than we were hoping for. And that's because the film is based on goodness. So goodness somehow reaches, and people like Farhan Akhtar and Ritesh have come on board after seeing the film. Anil Thadani has decided to buy the film and to sort of globally distribute all of them after seeing the film. NFDC has come on board after seeing the film. Army has been with us from the day one, and they have seen the film, their tribunal has seen the film, they've loved the film, that's why we are screening the film. तो इसके pluses और इसकी achievements तो already हो चुकी हैं. Money is a factor because that makes everybody feel, in today's time unfortunately, they think money decides the success. According to me, what has already happened is the success. It's a success story with flying colors. But I have a feeling that this film will do very well at the box office also because, as you said, it has a good buzz. Trailer, people loved it. All my friends from film fraternity have put their trailer on their social media, writing amazing things. So it's not एक तो होता है कि दोस्ती में लिख देना चलो डाल दो यार, जो उन्होंने उसमें उसके पीछे जज्बात लिखे हैं वो बहुत कमाल के हैं.
Shubhangi, are you still pinching yourself? Is this for real? Robert De Niro comes and watches your first film. It's your debut, and you're not a nepo kid. There's no star kid background.
I definitely pinch myself every day. I keep telling people around me, you know, everybody's like, कैसा लग रहा है? अभी movie release होने वाली है. And suddenly, like Sir said, I think we have this confidence that we know that this movie is touching people's hearts. And now I'm also, I can't lie, I am nervous. But yesterday, me and Herman sir, when we were on the flight, and I said that, he said, why are you nervous? And I said, I don't know, because it's a mixture of feelings, because I want this movie to do so well, because it has changed our lives. So I can only imagine how many people's lives it has the capability of changing. And I asked him, are you? He's like, I'm anxious, but I think, and I said, yeah, I think that's the right word, because so many things you go through. So not nervous. I think nervousness part is done. The acting part is done. I think now it's just anxiousness, the excitement, and yeah, we'll just miss the entire process. It's just the people, the experiences. Now suddenly from doing so much, all of a sudden to now just waiting, now it'll release and then what next? But right now I'm just taking it day by day and just enjoying every bit of it, letting it soak it in. So yeah.
It touches the very sensitive topic of autism. It is a film that lauds our forces, and just so many layers of emotions that are woven in this one film. And I think that is also the reason for what I've seen in the theatrical, that everybody is taking a liking to this film. Do tell us a little about the story, about the premise, and what
I've said it that where the idea came from. My niece Tanvi, who is my sister's daughter, she's 30, she's now 17, and I have seen her growing up. Means I love children, and then slowly children become smarter as they grow up. They discover that this is what I want, this is what I don't want. They throw tantrums, etc., etc. And but they remain children, and then they grow up. Oddly, autistic people do not grow up from their heart and their purity. They grow up in physicality, they grow up as people, but they don't grow up, they retain the innocence and the purity of the child for years to come. And that is what is so ironical about life, that goodness is left now in autistic people who do not know how to manipulate. And I did not direct a film for a long time because I didn't want anything to share with. Storytelling is not the only thing which I wanted to do. I'm part of so many stories as an actor. But I thought if I want to make a film, two things are very close to me. Underprivileged children, which includes also autistic children and differently abled, special children, and army. I've grown up in Shimla, which was the headquarters of Western Command. I have strange fascination, great feeling towards army. And I wanted to mix a story of an autistic girl who comes from a family of armed forces, army, and goes to spend some time with her grandfather, which is, I'm playing that, and has gone there to learn music from Baman Irani, Raza Sahab, and gets fascinated by the world of army. Almost thinks that maybe they are also like her because they wear the same clothes, they wear like this, they march past in the same manner. And strangely, she cannot join army because she's autistic, physically not fit, and the grandfather knows that she should not be doing this. But once she decides to do that, then no power can stop her because उसके जुड़ जाता है कि मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकती हूँ. And this whole thing is done in a musical manner with music by the great Kiravani sir. What an outstanding music by him, and what brilliant lyrics by Kausar Munir. Unbelievable sound design by Rasool Pukati. That is the joy of taking the best from the lot. Actors' performances are superb. So I just wanted to make a film which touches people's heart, which makes people believe in goodness, which people cry a lot in this film. And it's not a tragic film. They cry out of goodness. They cry because they say, oh, goodness is still alive. Army officers, for them that was the ultimate compliment to me when I told them kaisi lagi film, we cried. Well, you don't expect people who sort of fight for us on the front. They're tough, and they say, how can I tell him that I have loved the film? Then they say, I cried. For them, that's the biggest revealing of their emotion. We had a deputy chairman of AWA, one lady, she's married for 33 years. I asked her to speak few words on stage, and she said, I've been married for 33 years. I've never seen tears even welling up in my husband's eyes. Today, throughout the film, he was crying like a baby. So I think that is the tribute to goodness. We have touched somewhere the core of goodness in people's heart. That's why while making the film also, I used to embarrassingly cry at any given shot because I used to feel the emotion. आज भी मैं पिक्चर देखता हूँ, मैं इतनी बार सीन देख चुका हूँ, मेरे लिए मापदंड बन गया है कि मेजर ये है कि मुझे रोना आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा. अभी भी आता है, गाने सुनता हूँ तो इसके आता है, तो इसलिए नहीं आता कि I become a cry baby. I don't mind being a cry baby, but इसलिए आता है कि how goodness is the most infectious thing in the world and how we have let it go. We should have not let it go. How the bad is become cool. How the telling somebody that you are not right or insulting somebody has become cool. How our lyrics have become cool by sort of only talking about some botal and something like that and atte te utte. Means I have great respect, I'm part of those films. But my idea of wanting to make this film was because I wanted to have a purification of my own persona, and in the process, if the audience takes that away. And yet at the same time, it's not a preachy film. Tanvi is very naughty. Tanvi is a riot. उसने इन 4 लोगों की जिंदगी बर्बाद करके रखती है वो बमन की, मेरी, जैकी की और उसकी। ये 4 बेचारे जो हैं जिंदगी से सताए हुए, जैसे कहते हैं ना, ड्राइड अप पीपल, ड्राइड अप इंटरनली। शी ब्रिंग्स एन एलिमेंट ऑफ हनी इनटू देयर लाइफ, शी पोर्स हनी इन देयर हार्ट्स।
You know, Shubhangi, your first film, you're playing an autistic girl. I mean, many with a lot of experience and several films down would also think 5 times, 10 times before playing a character like this, and the very many challenges that it brings to it, to playing this character convincingly. And here you are, people are talking great things about you, but what was it like from getting chosen to ensuring that, you know, you stay true to the character, you imbibe it to the fullest? What was it?
It was very challenging, but you know, when I actually got locked for this movie, I didn't have all of those thoughts in my mind that how am I, like I did have, how am I going to do this, but the consequences and like the repercussions, nothing of that sort. I'm just like, this is it, this is my life, like everything that I have been wanting, everything that I have worked so hard for, I think it has finally come to fruition, and this is the time, this is my moment, and I have to make the best of it. So everything from my practice to meeting Tanvi to being on set and to being in the character for as long as it took, I think I gave it more than my 100%. I keep telling everybody that I meet that all I know is that I have given my best from my end. I know I have given my heart and soul to this movie, whatever it took, be it from research, be it from practicing, discipline, focus, everything. So to an extent where I've also had meltdowns even on set while shooting, because suddenly it used to hit me, it used to get overwhelming, but I didn't let that get to me, so because just so that I don't get distracted from what I'm doing. So at the same time, while I was processing it, I think I was also being in the character and just making sure that I'm giving my best.
She also discovered the art of finding out whether I've really liked her performance or not.
Oh yes. Yeah, and that used to give me confidence, because when Sir like usually he's the kind, he knows what he wants from the shot, so usually all the time within 1-2 shots, 1-2 takes, okay, brilliant, perfect, all the amazing adjectives, and you know, as an actor you like that. It's sort of a good validation that okay, yeah, I'm doing well, because he's experienced, he's a veteran. So coming from him is a lot. And when he used to not like it, it was again very apparent on his face, because at the end of the day he is an actor. So he's like, हाँ नहीं ठीक है, चलो हाँ ठीक है, अभी क्या है next shot. And I was like, nahi, sir ko nahi pasand aaya. And my writers here, Ankur sir and Abhishek sir, they are right here. They were my friends, they were my best friends, him, Herman sir, Joshua sir. So I used to go there, I was like, I don't think so sir liked it. Sir, मैं क्या करूँ, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है, क्या मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर सकती हूँ? तुम एक्टर हो, तुम्हें लगता है तुमने अच्छा नहीं किया, तुम जाके बोलो सर को. मैं हिम्मत करके जाती थी, पर वहाँ पे मैं एकदम कैट बन जाती थी, रो पड़ती थी, सर मुझे एक शॉट करा दो प्लीज, आई एम नॉट सैटिस्फाइड.
No, I'm not happy, please don't do that. चलो चलो करते हैं.
And he's like, लगाओ अभी, नहीं, she's crying, ठीक है, let her give one more, because it used to, because I think he also understood the vulnerabilities, he also knew where all the actors are coming from. So I'm really glad, like everything. So yeah,
I'm primarily an actor, so I directed from an actor's point of view. For me, actors are the most vulnerable thing on the set. They open up their souls to get out the performances. There is a meltdown scene of hers, and it's tough. There is a scene where I did not tell her that I'm going to shout at her. I told the whole unit, I said, I'm going to let it come as a surprise because I want that jhatka. So she did not expect me to suddenly get like that. But I'm not a trained director. As I said, I'm a storyteller. I know how to tell a story. And but I protect my actors, because actors are beautiful. Actors are the source of your storytelling. So I do that. I did that basically.
You know, with all your experiences, the highs and lows, you always put it out and you give out life lessons. I think what really touched me most about the film was this line, different but no less.
Yeah.
What is the germination of it? Because in a second, like even if you've not seen the theatrical, but this line, different but no less, it just stays with you.
Because my sister, Priyanka, whose daughter is Tanvi, Priyanka used to, the way she has brought up Tanvi is phenomenal. All the mothers. There is a lady in Indore, her name is Milan, and she has a son called Samarjeet. She put a Instagram called Biggish Boy. If you follow her, I have invited her from Indore to come to with her son to the premiere in Mumbai on 17th. The mothers have played a very important role. It's the mother who has taught her whenever she must have felt Tanvi, that people are looking at her oddly, and she has told her, "You're different." So she has learnt this phrase as a game.
Wow.
So I just felt we need to have a tagline where mother says, she said that, "But I'm dependent." There is a scene where she says, "I'm dependent." And then mother says, "You're dependent because I'm different." Tanvi says, "And, but no less." So that change is like a game. It's like that film called, that very famous film, what was that film about, my favorite film, A Beautiful Life. Beautiful Life में वो concentration camp में अपने बेटे के साथ game खेल रहा है when he is being taken to the gas chamber. He tells us that this is a game we are playing. So that similarly I wanted it. And after we finish the film, or while we finishing the film, I realized that we are all different but no less. We unfortunately accept our ordinariness, and we become mundane, we become less ordinary, you know. So everybody is different. You are different, I am different. People behind the camera, they are all different and no less.
No less.
If you don't give up, then you are no less. We don't give up. The film is about not giving up. And it is nothing, the story is of an autistic girl, but it's about everybody else. Everybody. It's an inspirational, aspirational film for everybody.
What after this? Glossy, flossy roles? It's a dream debut indeed.
Oh yes, it's
where
a
you get to
definitely dream
show
debut.
your ability as an actor. Are you looking at the typical Bollywood?
I am, to be honest, I'm
Offers?
looking at everything, every good script, everything that comes out. Sir knows, I keep telling Sir that, Sir, just how you have done every role, every character, so many roles and so different. Like the contrast is so like massive, like it's like the comparison. I would love to experiment. Yes, I would love, like I was telling, what next movie, what is the, like what kind of movie? I was like, I would love to do an action film, but I would also love to do a rom-com. So like, I'm open, yeah, I want to experiment. I love Bollywood, I love everything, I love cinema, so yeah.
And sir, lastly, we especially in the news business and for all of us who see so much going on in the world and want to take that one break to watch a film that shows us the good side of life. Your message to your viewers to why it is a must watch and people must take out that time to come to watch this film, to believe that it's good.
If your heart still beats for goodness, you must watch this film. If you have not smiled from your eyes, from within the heart, then you must watch this film. If you have not believed in not giving up, then you must watch the film. If you want courage, to watch the film. If you want to see the compassionate side of our armed forces, watch this film. This is the first film about armed forces, about peacetime, about the army. The first film. All our films have been war-oriented. In this film, you see their valor and your bravery, but you also see their compassion and their kindness. There are so many reasons. Songs. The songs are unbelievable. The way they have written, the way they have composed. Performances. These people are outstanding performers. And lastly, for her. She's beautiful.
Thank
you. Namaste.
Please, Mehbooba, please.
Please, yeah. Yeah, so you should. You have every reason to see it. And interview by her. But that's it, I'll leave it.
Thank you so much. Wish you both all the very best for this film.
सब कुछ जानते हुए भी आपने उसे रोका क्यों नहीं?
सर, कोई किसी को सपना देखने से कैसे रोक सकता है?